It's a story as old as time. Okay, not really. It's really only within the last couple of decades that we've seen this sort of redevelopment happening. In already affluent neighborhoods, even wealthier buyers are now purchasing homes that are barely 50 years old. Often sitting on larger lots, these properties are being torn down to make way for something bigger, flashier, and more aligned with the new standard of luxury, just to keep up with the neighbors who have done the same. All right, welcome back to another video, everyone. So I've got another amazing location for you here today. So we are at a 1970s side split house. It was actually built in 1973 to be exact. It's a very, very cool house. Now, unfortunately, it has had a few updates over the years. This is not completely original, but it does have a lot of its original elements. Like you can see this really nice staircase here. It's got some light fixtures too. Some of the wood floors look like they might be original as well. But it has had some updates. You can see that like this area has been whitewashed, and that was because this one was like on the market for lease for a while. So it's usually a quick fix that owners do to, spruce up a house, make it look appealing, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't make something look appealing for me. Anyway, this house is going to be demolished and replaced with a much bigger house. It's very typical of these types of areas, these more affluent areas. It's really unfortunate because we're losing all these beautiful mid to late century homes, and they're not building them like this anymore, right? So anyway, I'm glad I'm here and able to show you what this place looks like. So let's get right into it and check out this static space. Okay, so let's start this one off right at the front door here. Look at these light fixtures. Those are great. This would have been a pretty nice house back in the day. It still is, but it has had some updates, unfortunately. You can see the popcorn ceiling there. Not a fan of that by any means, but it is what it is. But check out this. I may have to turn the light off for you to see it. Nope. So that's like a little, it's not a peephole. I don't know what you'd call that. I mean, it's still kind of a peephole, but that is so cool. So you don't have to put your eye like right up to it, to peek into that little hole. It like projects the image for you. It's very, very cool. Now we are gonna have to take a look at this this front area here. As you can see, they've got like a damper there to keep the bugs out or whatever. Yeah, this little like mudroom type of thing here, I don't know what you call this thing, is really, really cool. Like look at this brickwork here. And that little arched window, that is so cool. But these front doors, they are second to none. Those are amazing. Very reminiscent of the time. I like this brown brick a lot. It's got a nice color to it. I don't know, this wasn't done all that well. Look at that, a little stippling there, but still cool. Nice tile work. This is obviously original. Very, very cool entryway there. So there's a staircase. We'll come back to that. We're gonna head this way first. Turn the light back on. So here we are in the living room. Now this is great. This built-in here is definitely original. The only thing is, I had a picture hanging there, but what's with all this dead empty space behind here? Seems a bit wasteful. Check out a few of the cupboards. Yeah, there's not going to be anything in those. Most likely. Yeah. This house is 100% completely empty except for, you know, the big items. Got your fireplace here, same brick as the exterior. Very cool though. The insert. Oh, this is like a laminate wood. Yeah, you can see it's bubbling there. That's unfortunate. Oh, it doesn't matter. This place can be demolished anyway, right? Got your drapes. These are nice. I mean, I don't like the color. Oh, they're not as thick as I thought they were. But still, they're pretty cool. They're high quality for sure. So yeah, as you can see, some of the light fixtures have been replaced, like these ones. But overall, this house is still pretty amazing. I'm not sure about the color scheme. Like, I'm not sure how many people would want to paint their living room pink, but you know, to each their own, I guess. Excuse me. Indigestion. So, and then here, we've got our sunroom. Boy, is it warm in here. But what a beautiful space. Huge, too. Like, this is the size of some people's apartments, right? This is massive. Skylights everywhere. Instead of having a glass ceiling, I guess that makes sense. But yeah, very, very nice big open space here. So you can sit outside and enjoy the outside without the bugs, right? Geez, this must be a vent or something. But look at all the doors, like doors, and there's your outlets and stuff. Like, boy, this is really, really nice. Now this is actually some really nice vinyl flooring. Seems to be really high quality. I actually thought it was laminate at first because it just looks, you know, looks just like that. It's anyway, yeah, so they put that in. Obviously, you know, the original floors would be better, but what can you do, right? So I think these are probably some of the original floors here. The hardwood. Looks like they, I don't know, put some sort of a paint wash over it. More recently when they did renovations, that looks very 80s. They seem to have done a lot of renovations in the 80s, so that would make sense. And then, of course, here in your front entryway, you've got your tiles. Those, I don't know, I think those may have been updated, but they could be original too. But moving along here, these are definitely not original tiles. They look like 90s or early 2000s. But here's the weird thing. So this isn't the main kitchen. This is the second kitchen. So this must have been like a nanny suite or something in this area. But you can see this is very 70s, 80s. So this could be original. This kitchen here, all these cupboards. Absolutely amazing. Then you've got this newer stove here, the Whirlpool. Yeah, and this door goes out to the sunroom that we were just in. Well, we got the fridge, so got to take a look. That's very clean. It doesn't open all the way because of it's too close to the wall. I mean, it does, but look. You can see it's been hitting the wall there. That's not very good design. But yeah, love these cupboards. Very, very cool. You even got your wine rack there. More modern sink and everything, but you know, it is what it is. Continuing on here. So we've got some bedroom. I think this is a bedroom anyway, maybe. I don't know. Or like maybe an office or something. Because it's like you have to go through this room to get to the other room. So, oh wait, yeah, no, right. This is the nanny suite area. So yeah, this would be a bedroom, I guess. Or like their living room. And then here would be the bedroom, or vice versa, right? But as you can see outside, like we've got the tree protection fencing out there. Yard's very overgrown. Very 70s in this room. Doesn't look like they've done anything. What are these? Oh, these are like, oh, it's like extra closet space or something. Well, that's interesting. Never seen that before. That's kind of cool. Learn something new every day, huh? Not exactly sure what that would be for, but yeah, your mirrored cupboards. And of course these like sliding doors here. Very cool, the wooden doors. And then over here we've got their washroom. Oh yeah, over here though, we've got another one of these like spy hole things, peephole things. It's hard to get it to show up really well. But yeah, so here's the bathroom. Oh, look at this sink. That's interesting. It's more modern for sure, but then you've got, look at that. You got your beauty lights, your medicine cabinet and everything. I love those beauty light things. They're just so visually appealing. Look at this, the old colored toilet and the bathtub to match. So yeah, maybe not a nanny suite, but like an in-law suite type of thing, because it looks like whoever lived here might have been elderly, right? You've got the walk-in bathtub. I don't know, that doesn't want to open, so whatever, but you can even turn that into a seat, right? So it's for elderly people, that kind of thing. All right, let's head back this way. Still lots more to see here. Let's go down to the basement. Ooh, spooky basement. These neighborhoods are being gutted. The home that once stood here, built in 1973, is no longer enough for today's modern millionaires. And yet, during my visit, the house looked nearly immaculate. It had been well cared for over the years, with most of its original features, light fixtures, staircase, even the kitchen still intact. Custom built in the 70s, it stood as a time capsule of its era. But styles change, people change, and so does the economy. Yeah, so yeah, just a short little set of steps. It's only like a half basement, right? This is cool. Little ledge there. Got some wallpaper. You can see the mattresses from one of the beds. And here's your foundation. Cinder blocks. Very popular in that era. Not the best design. Then this is probably an extension of your fireplace here. Maybe there was no fireplace in the basement, I guess. But so that's pretty cool. Those look like older bricks, recycled bricks at the time. And then you can see some more newer ones there. And then you've got the brown for the exterior, visible exterior of the house. So it looks like they had a little games room here. Nice little pool table. Now I don't think this is a slate table, so it's, you know, it's fine. It does the job, but I think if you're gonna get a pool table, you may as well go all out and get a nice slate table, because then you've got the real feel, and you know, when you're playing, the balls react exactly like you expect them to, that sort of thing. So that's just my opinion. There's nothing wrong with those pool tables there. It's got some storage here. Glass roof panel. Oh, these are the screens from the sunroom. Oh, these are to like cut down on light or something. So you got a microwave. So there are a few things left. I forgot about this stuff in the basement. And a little cabinet there, right? You can see here they did have a bit of leaking, or maybe not leaking, but they definitely decided to fill in those cracks with some sort of sealant. Good idea. Keep this basement's in immaculate condition. Like the whole house is really, really nice shape, so well taken care of, right? We got a secret door here. Let's check out what's under here. Oh, we got a crawl space. Oh, I don't like crawl spaces. But this one, this is crazy. This is actually very, very clean. I'm amazed. So let's just crawl under. Oh boy, it goes way back there. It's all just access for pipes and stuff. There's not gonna be anything down here. You can see the doorway there, but I don't know, I'm running into some spider webs and stuff, but I'm amazed at like how clean this is. I don't like crawling around, so let's get out of here without hitting my back on the low door. There we go. Much better. I mean, at least they had some carpet there, right? Because otherwise I wouldn't have done that, because I'm in shorts. So that wouldn't be nice. Bare skin on the concrete there. So, got your furnace here. It's a fairly old one. What do you got here? Oh, this is for washing machine and dryers and all that stuff. Got some spare light bulbs. Oh, commercial. What do you call these? Door closer. Really? I thought it would have had a more, I don't know, professional name than door closer. Standard commercial door closer. Water main. Where's the water main? Oh, there, I guess. It's part of a pipe missing though, so interesting. This is a laundry room. Wow, I'm surprised they just got like a stacked washer dryer. Maybe they had to replace them and they're like, oh, this is cheaper. So who knows, right? But yeah, nice little workshop down here. Lots of storage space and whatnot. We've got bed frame there. It's a pretty cool space so far. So here's the garage. It's a nice garage. Now, check this out. So they actually replaced the floor. You can see the original floor would have been a couple inches higher. This is all the original floor and foundation walls here. But yeah, this was replaced in 1988. I guess, oh, it's slanted too. So if any water does get in here, it just spills right out. Now there's all sorts of cobwebs and stuff in here, so I don't want to walk around too much. I've cleared some of them out, but definitely not all of them. So I don't want to walk into any fresh ones that I haven't cleared yet. Because it's not fun cleaning clearing spider webs, cobwebs, but you can see like the vines are growing into the house here. Now you'll see why in a few minutes once we get into the kitchen, but that's crazy, right? They're just growing underneath the roof line. So yeah, I think this house has been sitting abandoned for at least a year or two. Okay, moving on. Oh yes, and I forgot to mention, but there was some beeping in that garage. So that was the carbon monoxide detector. I'll show you where that came from in a few minutes. You've got a really nice wide staircase here. You don't very often see staircases like this. Look at this hand railing. Just a beauty. Nice shape, form, all that stuff. Lots of big windows in this house. So lots of natural light coming in. You can see the vines are just taking over. More nice light fixtures. And here's the rest of the staircase. Oh, you saw this in the intro. But that's very cool. And these were probably planters at one time. That'd be my guess anyway. And then they just filled them in so that, you know, maybe the owners didn't like plants, the most recent owners. Or maybe that was when they were leasing the place out. So again, nice light fixtures. Look at this long hallway. Very, very cool. So I don't know what this is. I think this is part of the primary bedroom. And this is kind of like, you know, a little extra room, like a sitting room or whatever. I don't know how well you can see that with the sunlight coming in. But really nice brick fireplace, again with the brown bricks, right? Beauty. And then, of course, you've got a nice little deck here. You can see like how rough the yard is, very overgrown. Worn deck as well. So this room is very, very blue. So not the whole house has been painted white, which is good. That's a more modern light fixture, eh? Oh yeah, these are newer too. Yeah, but again, you've got the popcorn ceiling here, got some pot lights, and look at the corners there, the nice, like smooth ceiling. Yeah, and of course, here's the roof of your sunroom there. Nice big windows throughout this house, right? It's amazing stuff. Then here's your ensuite. Is these tiles or? No, this is like vinyl flooring. Little closet there, linen closet. Toilet paper dispenser, eh? So this looks like it was your ventilation fan, I guess. They didn't have one on the top. Never seen one quite like this before though. It's interesting. So, yeah, this looks, I don't know. This kind of looks like 80s or 90s to me. These tiles, but they could be original. Look at this, that's the cover for the skylight, so that's cool. Yeah, I like that. And then you've got this like corner shower curtain. You don't see those too often. And then of course the bathtub, right? It's a much newer bathtub. Look at this faucet. I've never seen one like that before in my life. Weird. Yeah, these original cupboards. And could even be an original countertop here. Maybe not though. That does seem a little bit more modern. There's your sink. Very cool though. Oh, and your old school pot lights as well, the large ones, right? Yeah, lots of closet space. What are these things hanging? Oh, it's for the light. Okay, there's one in each closet too. Okay, so we've just done this side so far. So here's your main bathroom. Yeah, see, this looks newer and it's the same style of counter as was in the other bathroom. So I'm pretty sure that that's newer. Could be wrong though. Medicine cabinet. Yeah, very cool. This is obviously original. All this vanity, you know, the lower part anyway. Got some light bulbs in there. Here's your modern acrylic tub. And your tile work as well. Look at this, the same sort of seashell thing for your towel rack, right? So if this breaks, though, I don't know how you would, because it's so cheap. If it breaks, like, I don't know how you'd replace it, because these are attached to the tile work, right? Or to the wall. Okay, so another bedroom. This is, you know, it's crazy. They had, well, that was the ensuite downstairs, right? The in-law suite. So these are just the regular bedrooms. And then we've got this cool blind here. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, just a hall closet here. Nothing in there? No. So another bedroom. There's not a lot to see in these bedrooms. Like, they've even got more modern light fixtures, right? So nice wood flooring though, which is probably original. Another bedroom. Oh, it's got a different light fixture. It's a lot of bedrooms if you include the extra part of the house there. Closet. Oh, these are nice doors. Yeah, this would be original, right? Yeah, original hardware too. I like it. Nice and simple with that little trim work there. Again, there's your fireplace. You can see a bit better now that the sun's gone away.
In a part of the country where everything is evolving so rapidly, we're losing the identity of our communities and trading it for something shiny and new. Is newer better? Maybe in some ways, but in the long run, are we giving up something irreplaceable? And is it worth the cost?
This is a nice view of the staircase, really nice view. You get to see into the kitchen and the dining room and all the spots in this huge house. So yeah, there's your skylight. There's lots of skylights in this house. A few anyway. Nice, huge space. So this must be your living room. because it's attached to the dining room. And then you've got these huge patio doors here leading out to another deck with stairs going down to the main part of the backyard. Got some crown molding. This is probably my favorite room here. So this would have been the dining room. You can see they replaced the chandelier, unfortunately. But look at these huge windows and look at the view outside. That is incredible. So it's a nice big yard too, which is why it's getting replaced. But this is probably my favorite part of the house here. So you've got this nice big window and it looks out to this huge willow tree. Let's turn off the light. Oh, it doesn't help at all with the reflections. No. Anyway, nice big old school willow tree there. You don't see that sort of thing very often. Glass door there. And here's your kitchen area, right? So you've got this great stained glass light fixture. You've got your sunroof there. Sorry, skylight. Thinking of a car, I guess. Your great 70s light fixture. I love these things. I'd love to see that turned on too. But unfortunately, not. Just so much natural light in here too, right? Nice kitchen though. I mean, it's definitely older. It's seen some wear and tear, but look at those, look at that hardware. Got your dishwasher here. This sink, which has definitely seen better days. Very worn and dirty. And of course your oven. Look at this, the backsplash. Nice countertop, white. It's a very white kitchen. So you've got your very new looking Samsung fridge too. Oh God, that's disgusting inside, all moldy. You can really smell it. And there's your freezer. But look at this. So you've got the vines just like growing right up and onto the house. There's your thermometer there. It's about just under 80 degrees here. If it'll focus, there we go. And then if we look from this window, you can see just like how the garden has taken over the house here. There's, you know, all the debris sort of gathered up there, and then the, you know, all the vines and stuff are growing into the garage. That's the garage there. It's crazy stuff. There's your front walkway. The yard's so overgrown though, right? So closet here. Oh right, this is where the carbon monoxide detector was. So I had to put that in the garage just so it would quiet down, right? Didn't want that bothering the audio in the video. The audio in the video. Oh, check out this old school ventilation fan. And then more of these light fixtures. Those are really cool. And another really great aspect of this house is hexagonal window, 6 sides. Is that hex, I guess? I think so. Yeah, hexagonal. But it's just covered in vines. Like, you can see they're really growing up against the glass too. This place has been neglected for at least a couple of years, I would say. But yeah, such a All right, thanks a lot for watching, everyone. Really hope you enjoyed this location as much as I did. Very cool 1970s house. Yes, there were some updates, but you know, not all these houses can be completely original. It was still a really cool explore. Had some cool elements to it as well. Hopefully you guys enjoyed as much as I did. If you did, give it a like, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you all at the next Static Space. A cool layout too, I kind of like it. You know, like the wide staircase, and you know, there's a couple sets of stairs, but you know, it's, what the hell am I talking about? What the heck am I talking about? So we've got another abandoned house. This is a large 1970s side split house. Now this place it's pretty. Oh, I'm just gonna do that again. All right, oh, and the lighting keeps changing. It's very large, in a nice neighborhood as well. This place is absolutely amazing. Oh, location for you here today. We are at a 1970s split house. All right, jeez. But it has had some updates over the years. As you can see,